So Dave, we're at Buxton today, FA Trophy game. It's wet, but it's on a 4G pitch, so it should be quite slick.
Yeah, at least it's on, isn't it? When you get the away game, I think a lot of games are getting called off today, so we're glad the game's on. Got a few lads with travel problems, but they should be here within the next 5 minutes. I'm glad it's on because we want this game on desperately. We want to get back to winning ways. We've got, despite our injury problems, we've got a strong squad still. So we've done well with recruitment this week. Tongi's passed his fitness test, so I'm expecting a tough test today. But if we play it well, strengths, I'm confident we'll get a result.
Yeah, you've had a horrendous week injury-wise. I think is it 7 injured and 1 suspended out, so that can't play today.
Yeah, we're missing 8, but there's no excuses. We've still got a strong team out. We've got our homework done on Buxton. I think with Buxton you can see why they've won one game 7-0. You can also see why they've lost one game 7-0 because they're very strong going forward with almost a front 5 at times. But they can leave themselves vulnerable at the back, so we'll be looking to exploit them and them weaknesses that we think we've identified.
Yeah, 4 new faces as well into the squad this week.
Yeah, so Jack Gibney was always going to come from the reserves. He's doing really well. He's had a bit of game time at Burscough, so he's up to speed with it. Jordan Wynn is someone we've kept our eye on. It hasn't quite gone right for him the last, I'd say, 7 to 8 months. But every time we played Prescott Cables, he overran our midfield. He's going to start on the bench today. He will get on at some point because Cyril's not going to be up to speed fitness-wise just yet, and Tongi's obviously playing at around 70-80%. Chris Sharp, we got that over the line a minute before the deadline yesterday, so that gives us something at the top end of the pitch that we haven't got. I said in an interview yesterday, we've looked brilliant going forward at times, but at other times we've looked a little bit weak, I'd say, when we've come up against the physical centre half. So Chris is going to give us that other option, and James Neal is going to come into the team today at right back. He's someone we identified during pre-season, tried to get him in, but he was desperate to stay in the pro game, so he was round a lot of under-23 clubs at the time. By the time he did want to come back, we had a right back in place, but we need that little bit of defensive cover with Oren Thompson out for a few weeks.
And in terms of Chris Sharp, will he start today or will he be on the bench?
He's on the bench. Yeah. He's on the bench. Yeah, we did a little bit of work on Thursday regarding the team, so Chris was aware of that. But now we have got that plan B on the bench. It's not bringing on players where we can't really change the game plan. So, like I said, we've got a lot of injuries, but we've got a strong squad, so there's absolutely no excuses on that behalf.
Yeah, and financial incentive today, obviously the FA Cup was a big disappointment, and you've targeted this game as getting some much needed funds in.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to drill home to the lads. I think at this stage of the competition, same with the FA Cup, success seems a million miles away, and it's almost like I think it can be took as a breather from the league at times. It can't be viewed as that. This is as big a game as a league game. As was the FA Cup, and the FA Cup was very, very disappointing in terms of the performance. So that's what we're trying to drill into the lads, the importance of this game, and we expect everyone to be going at full pelt.
Cheers, best of luck.
All right.